time when I was a kid trying to enter cheat codes for
Yes.
Goldeneye 64.
Oh yeah, because this was back in time when cheat codes were just in games. You could
Oh yeah,
start
and they
them
were
at
not.
menu.
They were not a short series of commands either.
Well,
like,
see, you know why they're not a short series of commands? The people at Rare didn't want them in there. They were really pissed off about them. They had them as developer codes and were like, no, we don't. We want to take them out before the game launches. And Nintendo were like, nope, leave them in. Leave them in. There's whole interviews where they're like, we don't like that people can cheat and have fun. No.
are you suggesting that there is like something complicated about the command right analog stick left, left down, left up, down, right center, left, left center, left, left, right, and right, right, left and center left?
It's almost like it was never meant for us.
You just described Keir Starmer's positioning, but anyway.
No, there's too many lefts in there. It's like right, center, right.
Right.
So
yeah.
Keir
Center
Starmer
right.
has activated DK mode and now has an enormous head.
With a huge head and massive hands.
Getting mad at people for playing as Keir Starmer in the multiplayer.
He's got a smaller hitbox.
Actually, now that I think about it, and I'll make this the episode art if this bears me out, but I do believe that Keir Starmer looks a lot like the GoldenEye model for Jaws.
Yes, I can actually. Yeah, I see what you mean. But and it's funny you mentioned Jaws because there were bonus levels, of course, that weren't about GoldenEye. The film.
Yeah. Yeah, they had what? Moonraker, The Man with the Golden Gun, and Live and Let Die?
Yeah, they mashed up Man with the Golden Gun and they stuck Baron Samedi in there for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just assumed that like they could use all of the Bond IP because nobody told them otherwise. And this being 1997, nobody was like, you can't do that because it was video games. The nerd shit. We don't care about that. Yeah, fuck it. Put Baron Samedi in there. I don't give a shit.
And there was no internet, so it's not like you could announce it and anyone could go, no.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the time anyone knew, you're like, well, it's out there now. Nerds are playing
Steve
it. They'll
Ellis
get
has
sad if
already
you take
made
it away. Yeah.
Take it up with Steve, you know?
Yeah. Good lord. And I guess we should shift gears slightly and talk about the multiplayer, right? Because that was the real staying power of this game.
Okay,
right?
I'm lying down on a therapist's couch as we talk about it.
Yeah, let me take you back.
It all started with my brother.
Because no, you go ahead, please. Tell us. Do some therapy here.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I have two older brothers, one 7 years older than me, and one 6 and 9 years older than me. And when I was allowed to play GoldenEye multiplayer with them, they would just kick my ass every time because, of course, I was 7 and my middle brother was 13, so he kicked my ass all the time.
But when you're that age, you physically can't reach across this football field sized controller, right?
Mm-hmm. And I hadn't yet grown my 7th and 8th arms, but my middle brother had. He grew his when he was 12. He was an early developer, so it was hard for me to keep up with either of them. And also sometimes I am just remembering this now, even as I say it, as I bite into the Madeleine of GoldenEye 64. I'm remembering that my parents would sometimes not let me be in the room if they were playing that game because they thought it was too violent, which is very interesting considering it's not at all realistic.
Allow me to give you the sample of the violence that GoldenEye inflicts. That's it, right? That's all of the violence in the thing.
And some red paint and Sean Bean's stretched gurning face over a potato.
Yeah. Potato Sean Bean goes, ugh. And in the multiplayer, they didn't even have that, right? You didn't have a death scene or anything. When you got killed in the multiplayer, you had the Bond title sequence thing where you had strawberry jam come down over your quarter of the screen.
I'm having flashbacks to this game as a child, and again, sibling-related GoldenEye multiplayer stories. So my first owning of an N64 was because my older brother decided to, for my birthday, give me his N64. And
Wow,
about a
that's
week
generous.
Well, don't jump on that too soon. About a week after doing so, I had some friends around and we were playing Goldeneye, and he walks into the room, my older brother, and just goes, I want the N64 back, and he just unplugs it and walks back upstairs.
Yo, dudes rock. Sorry, hate to be there.
Literally, Mum says it's my turn on the Xbox.
I'm completely on side. I'm sorry.
So, oh no! When I got an N64 back after that, I was like, I'm gonna get good at GoldenEye. I'm gonna fucking beat his ass. I'm gonna be better than him. Fuck him.
It's kind of like, and bear with me as I take a wild detour on this comparison, but it's kind of like a Monopoly, right? In that it's something that everyone is familiar with on some level, but it's also, it tears families apart, man. It's like...
I mean, obviously Monopoly was made primarily as a joke. It was one of those things where it was made
is true, it's a shitpost, yeah.
It was it was a shitpost in game form. It was supposed to prove that capitalism sucks ass to be a part of.
Did any of you ever play?
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Dev.
I was going to say some absolute bullshit. I was going to say, well, this is of course the
You're talking about Monopoly.
This is the premier Monopoly podcast examining Monopoly.
Yeah.
Through a
Hello
leftist
and welcome to Kill Uncle Moneybags.
Yo, all right, quick, around the room, which Monopoly piece were you going for? I was always iron.
Oh, iron too.
Iron, baby.
It's the little car, man. Every time, the little open top racing car. Give me the car.
It's the iron.
Iron rocks.
Why?
Iron rocks.
What? Okay, you're gonna need to explain.
Okay, I can justify to you the iron, and it's a bad justification, but I can tell you exactly why. It's because someone in my family, as a child, kept playing the song "Any Old Iron, Any Old Iron, Any Old Iron." And it got so stuck in my head that I always wanted to be the iron in Monopoly.
I have an extremely similar origin story. Mine was Big
what
Iron.
The fuck?
Big Iron from Fallout New Vegas. I was like, hell yeah, Big Iron, pal. I played
he had a big iron on his hip, literally a big iron on his hip.
Talking about a
and
gun.
very well pressed trousers.
I'm stopping the stopwatch that I had started on You Get an All Trans podcast. How long does it take them to start talking about Fallout New Vegas? And the answer is 24 minutes and 40 seconds,
we can do
which is much longer
time,
than I anticipated.
It was Big Iron. I just didn't realize he was talking about a gun. Because I was too young.
You just thought he had a fucking big steam iron?
Yeah, so then I picked the iron in Monopoly.
Texas Red is going to clear leather, but with like a...
Yeah, I don't know what clear leather meant either.